I've always been a believer in both medical and recreational cannabis. In Colorado being one of the first, knowing that the whole world's watching what we're doing here and just making sure it's done right. And so that's where a lot of my passion comes from.
The marijuana industry, almost no matter where you're located, is a difficult industry to navigate.
Testing at 51% THC and 27% CBD.
We work very hard to create data points to legitimize this industry.
The biggest one, which I think we're past, was just getting started. When Amendment 64 was passed, the Durango City Council was considering not even allowing testing facilities within city limits. So that was sort of where square one was convincing our local officials to recognize the value and what that could bring to Durango and the industry as a whole.
The other piece that they wanted was to limit the amount of downtown retail outlets.
In June, I believe the city and the county was considering raising our taxes. We are currently taxed at 20% on our sales tax. It makes our overhead quite large. It makes doing business on a local small business level challenging.
We're happy about the study because what it does is it brings an educational platform to the legislative people around this area, the county commissioners or and as the city council. Now we have information that refutes what they constantly try to bring up, which is taxes. You're actually going to hurt the industry and hurt the money coming into the county and city by not taking the time to look at information such as this.
For some of the businesses are actually duplicative. They need one for the county. They also need one for the city if they're doing business in the city. So they end up having to pay twice, as they also have to pay for a license fee at the state level.
Particularly this local first study is the first economic impact study that I've really seen that looks at the local impact of the cannabis industry in this area. Particularly recently we've been dealing with a lot of new changes in legislation, new licensing and stuff in the local area, and getting the local study out has really helped us communicate with the local businesses, helped us communicate with the Board of County Commissioners, make sure they have the right information to work moving forward.
A study such as this will definitely give a community member insight into what occurs, how it occurs, and the long-term impacts and what it does for our community. It really will change, I think, the way that people think about this.
We were thrilled to see the results. We've been debating with the city and county for years on the positive impact that our industry has had. So it feels really great now to have something that we can go to them and say, here, take a look. It's right here in a study that's been done showing that we have made positive contributions with everything from jobs to tax revenue.
It just speaks to the level of professionalism, maturity of the folks that own these businesses in La Plata County and in the city, and continuing to be professional, to legitimize this industry, and to create jobs for so many folks of, my generation that do not have opportunities here because their jobs just don't exist.
You know, those are good jobs, and we do not want to lose those kind of primary jobs to other counties due to unnecessary fees. The industry needs to be regulated. Well, that's a question we all need to ask. And then you would look at fees and laws and regulations, and if any are onerous, maybe they should take another look at those.
My name's Jason Ouida. To have the opportunity to work year-round in Durango in a situation where I used to just, landscape from March until October every year and then have the winter off, and it's been really great to have year-round work that really benefits me and my family.
But especially so around here where we do have a lot of retail sector jobs where the pay rates are not as great. So it's important for us to try to keep these better paying jobs in our community when we can.
Over the last 4 years, we've employed 15 total Fort Lewis College graduates. That's another thing we're really proud of. 7 of them currently on staff.
This study provides full year data for 2016 and data for 2017 through November. Say 351 jobs, full-time equivalent jobs. There's $27.7 million worth of sales in La Plata County. Almost $37 million worth of economic output. $15 million in labor spending is also created by this industry. $658,000 worth of license fee that is generated. So these are significant amounts. The total between license fees and sales tax in this period is about $5.2 million. These are direct sales tax and license fee benefits to our local economy.
It is not an easy industry to navigate in the city of Durango or La Plata County, but this is our home, so we were happy that we were able to make it happen here.
Hi, I'm Monique from Local First. Thanks for watching this video. I think we've seen in summary from this report that the cannabis industry plays an important economic role in our community, where the dollars spent stay here in La Plata County and don't cross the state line. In addition, the jobs that the cannabis industry provides are real jobs for real people paying a living wage. Also, the cannabis industry are people in our community that are giving back to the community. Moving forward, we'd like to continue to see the economic trends with the cannabis industry and sit down with our decision makers and talk about the economic contributions of this particular industry to La Plata County.
So one of the things this report does show is both the benefit that we have it now and the risk that we have of losing some of that benefit if we are not providing policies locally that allow us to maintain the full value chain.